Hi guys, let's start the second part of the lesson 2, okay, of 7th standard mathematics. Now we are going to look at rhombus, okay. If you take 4 sticks of equal length, okay, and place it like this, okay, then it forms a square, right? And the angle between any two adjacent side is right angle, then it forms a square, okay. But if you squeeze it at the pair at a opposite pair of ends like this, okay, then it forms a rhombus, okay, where the length of each side is same, is one and the same, okay, but the angle is not right angle. That is the difference between the square and the rhombus. The angle between any two sides in a square is 90 degrees, that is right angle, but it is not so in case of rhombus, okay. So roughly a rhombus can be called as a parallelogram, okay, because the opposite sides are parallel to each other. They are equal, okay, just like your parallelogram. And one more thing is all sides are equal in case of rhombus. So it is nothing but a parallelogram with all sides are equal. Okay, that is also one of the definitions of the rhombus. Okay, in a rhombus, all sides are equal, opposite sides are parallel. Diagonals divide the rhombus into four right angle triangles, okay, of equal area. That means if you draw a line like this, draw a line like this, you'll get four triangles of the same area, okay. The diagonals bisect each other at right angles, okay. Let's draw the rhombus on a graph sheet as shown in figure like this, okay, like a parallelogram, okay, with equal sides. It is also a parallelogram, but the length and base are equal. That is the only difference, right? Now we will do the again same trick. We will cut a right angle triangle from here, and we will paste it here. Okay. How many squares it occupies? 1, 2, 3, 4 on the horizontal side. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the vertical side. What about the area then? Side into side is the area of the rhombus. Okay. Area of the rhombus if the diagonals are given. Okay. Let's draw the rhombus once again. These are the diagonals d1 and d2. Okay. Now area of rhombus ABCD. Draw any one line. This line AC. So this triangle, this is nothing but area of triangle ABC plus area of triangle ADC. What is area of triangle ABC? Half base into height. Base is AC. Right. Height is OB. So half AC into OB. What about triangle ADC? Half base. Base is AC. Height is OD. So if you take half AC common, OB plus OD, OB plus OD is nothing but BD. Right? OB plus OD is nothing but BD. AC is D1, BD is D2. Half D1 into D2 square unit. Okay. Therefore area of rhombus is half of product of its diagonals. Okay. Now observe that figure and answer the following questions. Name two pairs of opposite sides QR and PS. Second pair SR and RS and QP. Okay. Name two diagonal QS and PR. Figure 2.15, 2.16. We need to find the area of the rhombus, right? Right. See, okay, let's find out the area of this rhombus. We know the formula, right, of d1 into d2, where d1 d2 are the diagonals of the rhombus. Okay, so 13 into 11 is the area of this rhombus. What about this rhombus? This rhombus, you clearly have the height and base. So base into height is the area of the rhombus. Okay, that is the first formula. This is the second formula. So here it is 70 cm square. Let's quickly look at this example. Side is 17 cm, height is 8 cm. So 8 into 17, nothing but 136 square cm is the area of the rhombus. Can you find the perimeter of the rhombus? Perimeter of the rhombus, yeah, 4 into 17 is the perimeter. Can diagonals of a rhombus be of the same length? Cannot be. Okay. A square is a rhombus, but rhombus is not a square. Why? A square is a rhombus. Okay. Square satisfies the properties of the rhombus. What are the properties of the rhombus? Opposite sides must be parallel. Okay. And must be equal. And each side must be, yeah, each side must be equal. Each side must be equal. So these properties, a square is satisfying. What about rhombus? Is rhombus satisfying the properties of the square? No. What are the properties of the square? Yes, all sides are equal. That is first property. Second property, perimeter also same for rhombus and square. Diagonals must be equal for a square, but rhombus diagonals are not equal, right? So rhombus cannot be a square. That is the reason. Okay. Can you draw a rhombus in such a way that the side is equal to the diagonal? Can you draw a rhombus in such a way that that the size of side length equal to the diagonal? Okay, let us postpone this one, last one. Calculate the area of the rhombus. Yeah, this is the area of this into this 24 square meter. The area of the rhombus is 60 square cm and one of the diagonal is this. Yeah, you can find out the other diagonal. The floor of an office building consists of 200 rhombus shaped tiles and each of its length of the diagonals are this and this, and the total cost of polishing the floor at 45 per. Find the total cost of polishing the floor at 45 per square meter. Cost is in square meter. Okay. 200 rhombus shaped tiles. Okay. Half of this into this, so area of one rhombus. So 20 into 25 is how much? 20 into 25. Yes. 20 into 25. 500. Right. 500 cm square is the area of one rhombus. Okay. So into 200 is the area of the 200 rhombuses. Nothing but 500. So there is two zeros here, two zeros here. Total four zeros. 10 into 10 to the power of 4 cm square, or otherwise 10 meter square. 10 square meter, because 1 meter consists of 100 cm, right? So you have to take 100 into 100 for both cm square to convert it into meter square. Okay, so you'll get 10 square uh, meter. So total cost will be 450 rupees. That is clearly given here also. Okay, 1 square meter is 10 to the power 4 square cm. That is what I am talking about. Okay, in the railway, the terminology diamond crossing refers to the point where two railway lines cross, forming the shape of rhombus like this. Okay, the most famous diamond crossing is at Nagpur, where lines from the north, south, east, and western railways meet. Uh, this area how much? 4 16 4 64 64 cm square, right? Of d1 into d2. What about this? 15 into 11? Okay, 165 cm square. Find the area of rhombus whose base is 14 cm, height is 9 cm. Multiply these two. Okay. Otherwise, reduce 9 from 140. How much it will be? 131. No. 140. Reduce 14 from 140. Okay. How much? 126. That is the answer. Okay. 126 cm square. Find the missing value. Yeah, these things you can do. This also you can do. Let me do this one. A sweet is in shape of rhombus whose diagonals are given this and this. The surface of the sweet should be covered by an aluminum foil. Okay. Find the cost of aluminum foil used for 400 such sweets at the rate of 7 rupees per 100 square cm. Okay. There is a trick in this problem. What is the trick? If you have to cover the sweet, you are covering on both sides, right? Okay. When you are covering the sweet on both sides, then you have to take 2 times the area. It's not like a tile example where you are covering only at the top, not at the bottom. Okay. So let's find out the area first. Those diagonals are 4 into 5, so the area is 10 cm square. Okay. How many? 400 sweets, so 4000 cm square. 4000 into 2, 8000 cm square area you have to cover. 8000, right? 7 rupees per 100 square cm. 8000, how many 100 square cms? 8000 by 100, 80, right? 80 square cm. 80 into 7 is how much? 560. That is the answer. 560 rupees. 560. So the area of the rhombus with side 4 cm and height 3 cm. 4 3 is 12. So place a rectangle. 12. What is the unit? Cm square. Okay, you must be watchful, careful while selecting the unit also. The area of the rhombus when both diagonals are measuring 8 cm. 32, right? The area of the rhombus is 128 square cm and the length of one diagonal is 32 cm. See, this is a perfect square. Okay. Length of the one diagonal is 32 cm, the length of the other diagonal. Of this into other equal to 128. Okay. So 128 by 16. 8. 8 is the answer. The height of the rhombus whose area is 96 square meter and side is 24 meter is 4. The angle between the diagonals of the rhombus is 90. Trapezium. Now we completed rhombus part. Okay, entering into trapezium. We are familiar with parallelogram and rhombus. What will happen in a parallelogram if one pair of parallel sides are not equal? Okay, in a parallelogram, opposite sides or parallel sides are equal, right? Can you write how will it look like? The shape is like this. Okay, one pair of parallel sides are not equal, right? Parallelogram with one pair of non-parallel sides is known as trapezium. See, these two are not parallel, they're meeting each other, right? At somewhere at the distance of x, they will meet. Okay, the distance between the parallel sides is the height of the trapezium. Here, this distance is called as height. Here, the sides AD, yes, AD, BC are not parallel, but AB, DC are parallel. Okay, isosceles trapezium. Isosceles trapezium. If the non-parallel sides of trapezium are equal, that is AB equal to CD, then it is known as isosceles trapezium. Okay, not parallel sides, non-parallel sides. These two are equal. Okay, area of the trapezium. Let's look at this thing here in this trapezium. The parallel sides are AB and DC, measuring A units and B units respectively. At the distance between the two parallel sides B, H units. Okay, and the diagonal BD divides the trapezium into two triangles. Is it? Is it? Yes. ABT, ABD, BCD. Okay. Now area of the trapezium is nothing but area of triangle ABD, right? Triangle BCD. Yeah, that is clear, right? This part and this part becomes the area of the trapezium. So this triangle of base into height, base is AB, height is H, of AB into H. What about this triangle? This triangle base is B, yeah, of the CD, of CD. What about height? Height is again H. Okay. So take H common, it becomes AB plus CD or DC. So therefore area of the triangle is of H into A plus B. Okay, where A and B are the lengths of the parallel sides. Okay, fine. H is the height. Now we developed some formula for the area of the trapezium. Let's find out the area of the trapezium in this example, whose height is 14 cm and parallel sides are 18 cm and 9 cm. Okay, so of height is 14, so 7 into 18 plus 9 is 27. 7 into 27 is 189 square cm is the area of the trapezium. Fine. Parallel sides of trapezium 23, 12. The distance between them is 9 cm. Area of the trapezium. Same formula. Similarly, you can find area of the trapezium is given. Okay. Lengths of its parallel sides are also given. You need to find the height. Yeah, distance between them are nothing but height. That also using the same formula. Area of the trapezium is given. Distance between its parallel sides is given. Then one length side is given, other length side is not given. That you have to find. That also you can find, right? Can you find the perimeter of the trapezium? Discuss. Perimeter, this plus this plus this plus this. That is the perimeter, right? In this problem, if he is asking about this problem particularly, you know the length, right? X. This X, you know. Okay. And this height, you know. Fine. What else you know? If you put this, this is some k, this is some m. Okay, then you are dealing with too many unknowns, right? Right. So that is difficult. In which case a trapezium can be divided into two equal triangles. In which case can be divided into two equal triangles. Then AD equal to BC, I guess. Right. Isolated triangle. Mention any three live situations where the isolated trapeziums are used. That you think about it. The collar of a shirt is in the form of isolated trapezium, whose parallel sides are 14 and 17 and 14. 14 and 17. Okay. And the distance between them is 4 cm. Find the area of canvas that will be used to stitch the collar. Same formula of height into a plus b. Okay. Though there are various common types of cross sections available for irrigation canals, trapezoidal cross sections is widely used because it prevents overflowing during heavy rains. Maximum water flow is possible with minimum time, least frictional resistance, and safety measures can be taken easily while someone or something falls to it into it. Okay. Find the missing values that you can do easily. Second problem is also easy, third is also easy, fourth is also easy, fifth also there is nothing. Okay. Sixth, the sunshade of window is in the form of whose parallel sides are okay, and the distance between them. Find the cost of painting the surface at the rate of 2 rupees per square cm. Sunshade of a window. You will paint only at one side, so that is also easy. You need to find only area. A window is in the form of trapezium whose parallel sides are this and this respectively, and the distance between the parallel sides is this. Find the cost of the glass used to cover the window at the rate of this per this much square cm. This is also you need to find the area. Okay, that is also quite simple. So the area of the trapezium, if the parallel sides are measuring 8 cm and 10 cm and the height is 5 cm. 18, 9, 9 5 is 45. So this is the answer. In a trapezium, the sum of the parallel sides are 10 meters and the sum of the parallel sides are 10 meters and the area is 140. Then height to 28. When the non-parallel sides of a trapezium are equal, then it is known as isosceles trapezium. Okay. Miscellaneous practice problem. Thumbs up is there, right? I don't usually participate in this thumbs up ad. Okay, so you have to do it by yourself. If you have any problem in solving these thumbs up problems, you can always comment in the comment sections. Okay, I will look into it. Challenging problems. Okay, let me see. If this is the end, then I can do one or two challenging problems, I guess. Yes, this is the end. This is the end. This is the end. Oh, there are so many challenging problems. So I may not be doing all the challenge problems. Okay, let me see first challenge itself. Okay, in a parallelogram PQRS, PM, yeah, PQRS is the parallelogram, right? PM and PN are the heights corresponding to the sides QR and RS, right? If the area of the parallelogram is 900 square cm and the length of PM and PN are also given, find the length of the sides QR and SR. Okay, so that is what we have to do, right? What we have in at the hand, area of the parallelogram. What is the area of the parallelogram? Length of its sides. Sorry, uh, product of length and breadth. Okay, that is the area. So that is that came out to be 900 square cm. Okay. Okay. Now the area can also be found out from QR into 20, right? QR into 20 also gives you the area. So what is the length of QR? 900 by 20. How much? 45. Similarly, 36 into SR also gives you the area. So 900 by 36 gives you the length of SR. Okay. 36, 36, 300 by 12, 300 by 12, 150 by 4, 75 by 2, 37.5. Okay. You won't get an integer there. Okay. So there is not that much challenge in that challenging problem. Okay. Anyway, where we started with parallelogram, right? Initially, yeah, base into height. Base into height is what the area of the parallelogram, right? Okay. Anyway, let's look into this figure. It's looking quite complicated. That is the reason why I'm not avoiding this problem. Okay. Let me solve this problem and then let's wind up the session. Okay. Because my mouth is also not running, right? Hmm? It is getting, see how it is not responding well. It is stucking like a CD. So let's solve this problem alone. Where is it? There is no figure indication also. If the base and height of the parallelogram are the ratio 7:3 and the height is 45 cm, then find the area of the parallelogram. Now this figure, where is this figure? Find the area of the parallelogram ABCD. If AC is 24, yeah, this figure corresponding to this problem. So let's solve this problem. AC is 24 cm and B is equal to DF equal to 8 cm. Okay, find the area. It looks quite complicated, but it's very silly problem. See, now this diagonal makes this parallelogram into two triangles. One triangle is ABC, another is ADC. Okay, base is AC. Okay, height is this. Here also base is AC, height is this. So this triangle area is of this into this. This area triangle area is of this into base into this height. Okay. So what about total area? 24 into 8. That is the answer. Okay. Okay. Let's stop it here. If you have any queries in the problems, you can always ask me in the comments. Okay. Let me quickly read the summary also. Okay. Parallelogram is a four-sided closure shape in which opposite sides are both parallel and equal. Area of the parallelogram equal to b into h square units, where b is base, h is height in parallelogram. If all the sides are equal, then it is called rhombus. What bus? Rhombus. Area of rhombus of d1 into d2, where d1 and d2 are diagonals. A parallelogram with one pair of non-parallel sides is known as trapezium. Area of a trapezium of height into a plus b square units. Square units. If the non-parallel sides of the trapezium are equal, then it is known as isosceles trapezium. Okay, isosceles trapezium. Okay, let's stop it here. Thank you guys. Nandri, vanakkam.